click live on YouTube. Let's click it. Let's go live. Let's go. Let's go. Today's stream is all about which is the best streaming platform for gamers. How are you doing today? My name is Andrew Wall, and if you're not already familiar with these live streams every day, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, I'm here to help you guys, creators, become more successful, and I'm going to share my knowledge with you. I'm the co-founder of the largest gaming network on YouTube. I'm YouTube certified. I've produced with my team over 5,000 videos that have gotten over 1 billion views, and I've produced about 1,000 videos myself. And I'm here today to share with you some mind-bending information about streaming platforms. This data is unbelievably interesting, and I just can't wait to share this info with you. So let's just get into like a sneak preview of some of the information. We're going to go through this entire report, and I'm hoping that this information can help inform your decisions about which platforms you want to invest your time into. And today, more specifically, we're going to be talking about, of course, YouTube gaming, which is now going to be gone in March 2019, but we'll just talk about YouTube. We'll also be talking about Twitch, as well as Mixer and Periscope, interestingly. And I stream to all of these platforms every single day, and I've been experimenting with them. But here's the teaser information, I guess we could say, because there's some crazy interesting information that's going to blow your mind here, guys. What's up, Tice? What's up, Gimlin? And what's up, Echo Gaming? Great to see you guys in chat. But get this, there are 2.2 million Fortnite streamers right now. Can you believe that? 2.2 million. There were 1 million, and this is all going to be in the report that I'm going to show you guys. There were 1 million streamers, active quarterly streamers in the first quarter of this year, January, February, March. Now there are 2.2 million Fortnite streamers. Okay, so many of you guys are asking me, should I be streaming Fortnite? Should I be making Fortnite content? This is an unprecedented mega trend, and I've got way more data here that can tell you about how competitive Fortnite is and how much it's growing actually right now. So I can't wait to go into that. It's super, super interesting. And I know a lot of you guys really like to know the information behind the platforms and the trends that you're covering, so let's do that. But Streamlabs, and all of this information, by the way, is coming from Streamlabs OBS. Streamers, they're estimating, are going to make $150 million in tips just through the Streamlabs platform this year, which, as you guys know, Streamlabs is, the primary platform. Streamlabs OBS is the primary platform that most people's tips go through. So $150 million just in tips. So I'm telling you guys, and I'll show you the growth of how tips are growing over time for streamers. They're not decreasing, they're actually going up. So I've got data to show you guys that, which is really, really interesting. Warak says, yeah, we need more Fortnite streamers for sure. Guys, let's get Fortnite streamers from 2.2 million up to 3 million. Smash that like button. Let's go. We need more victory royales. Let's freaking go. I can't believe it, dude. 2.2 million people are streaming Fortnite every day. It's just crazy. And then here's the other really interesting fact. Twitch and YouTube are not the fastest growing streaming platforms out there right now. So they're not the fastest growing. I've been telling you guys for a long time that YouTube was the fastest growing for a long time. That has changed. All right, so that's the teaser for today's stream. Getting a little bit of choppy frame rate there, but that's the teaser for today's stream. I'm going to go through all of this data with you guys. We're going to talk about the conclusions that we can make from this data to help inform your decision about what platform you want to stream on and in what capacity between Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, and Periscope, specifically for gamers. Cool? And here's the tweet if you guys want to like, comment, reply, whatever. Here's the tweet right here. Help me get the word out. This is all word of mouth that we're doing to get this stream going. Cool? You guys ready? Ask any questions that you guys have as I go through this information and I provide you with my insights. I geek out over this kind of data, but this is unprecedented to get this level of access to this data, and I cannot believe I missed this report up until now. So this is directly from Streamlabs, as you guys know, and I'll show you right this moment. I'm streaming using, you can see Streamception right here. I'm streaming using Streamlabs OBS. I love Streamlabs OBS. I think it's a fantastic platform, and so they know this data, and they're a credible source for this data because everybody's going through their platform for tips and for streaming across multiple platforms. So when you see people report data, like if you hear data from YouTube about how well YouTube is doing, keep in mind YouTube wants to push how good YouTube is doing, right? Same thing if Twitch is reporting Twitch data, Twitch is going to push how well they're going to push the strengths of how Twitch is doing because that's just how PR works. Streamlabs, on the other hand, is just going to tell it straight up how it is. And that's something super, super interesting about this report. So let's go ahead and take a look. The first thing that I think is really, really interesting, and obviously they're going to want to push people to use their platform, Streamlabs, but they're saying 30% of Twitch streamers are using Streamlabs OBS right now. 30%. So that's something that you guys should keep in mind. I highly recommend using Streamlabs OBS. I'm going to link it right now. Warak is right here. Warak's on our TGN team. He's a super credible source as well. He says Streamlabs OBS is the best app for streaming, in your opinion. I agree. I just linked it in chat there. That's my affiliate link for Streamlabs OBS. They aren't paying me to go through this report, but it is what it is. Okay, so here's some really fascinating information. This is the first time I've seen a lineup of information like this ever. Check it out right here. So people are debating Twitch is king, YouTube's king, Mixer's king. This is it. This is fact right here on who is doing well on the platform right now. And so let me tell you what this data means. Right now, this is monthly active streamers is the statistic that we're looking at right now. This is the ultimate measure of how many creators are producing content on all of these platforms. And as you can see, Twitch is still absolutely king right now at 1.37 million monthly active streamers. Now, YouTube Gaming is in an impressive second place here in quarterly active streamers. Sorry about that. Quarterly active streamers at 517,000. However, Twitch is almost, as you can see, 3 times larger in terms of the number of creators that are streaming on Twitch right now. So the rate of growth of YouTube, I was predicting that YouTube would be growing at a faster rate than Twitch over time. We're going to talk about that later. It's actually been slowing down YouTube's growth in comparison to Twitch. So YouTube is at a solid second place here, but it is way behind Twitch. So Twitch is still king even more so than I've ever seen in the than I saw in the previous report. And Mixer is very small here, guys, at 53,000 streamers right now. But check out this super fascinating statistic right here. Mixer is rising by 63% in monthly active streamers. Mixer right now is the fastest growing streaming platform out there. And I'll show you the growth statistics in just a moment. And that's why in my thumbnail, I have a circle arrow pointing to Mixer in terms of what's the best streaming platform for gamers, what's the best platform for gamers to grow on. I'm going to make an argument that Mixer actually could potentially be that for new streamers, especially and people trying to break into the game. Generally speaking, and this is Mixer, generally speaking, when you're trying to grow your channel, you want to be where the most new users are pouring into the platform. And you want to be where there's the lowest competition. It's good to be a big fish in a smaller pond. And if you're a big fish in a smaller pond that's growing the fastest, that's putting yourself in a position where you can become huge a year from now. And so we're going to go through the rest of this fascinating data about how the actual data about the platforms, but I'm going to make a case for Mixer today, guys. And don't laugh. Mixer is not a joke of a platform. This data proves that Mixer is actually growing faster than YouTube and faster than Twitch. Okay? And interestingly, Periscope is still on the radar here with 2,000 streamers per month. And is it a great platform for gaming live streams? I don't know. The vertical format, you know, it emphasizes a vertical format on your phone, but you can zoom in and go horizontal pretty easily, and it does make that happen. There isn't that much gaming content on the platform, but you can do a restream to the platform, and as you can see, there is active streaming going on this platform, mostly restreaming to my knowledge. But I have seen gaming live streams here on Periscope that have gotten hundreds of concurrent viewers. And so you are able to reach new people through Periscope. So don't completely ignore it from a restreaming perspective. But wait, there's so much more fascinating data. You guys are not going to believe all the crazy crap that's in this report. This is like the most insights I've ever seen. Twitch is overpopulated in your opinion, says Tice. Yeah, that's definitely a valid opinion. Gamer Turk, good to see you. I'm glad you made it to the stream. Galaxy, it's great to see you as well. Fantastic. V-Bucks people just don't know what to do. I know. What about Facebook gaming? I'm not covering Facebook gaming here because there's no data on Facebook gaming that's available right now for me to look at. Facebook gaming is a big mystery to virtually everyone. Like they don't share enough data is what I'm saying for us to make valid insights about their platform. So we're not going to be talking about Facebook gaming yet until we can actually look at data. Otherwise, it's just all speculation. Cool. You did your first Mixer stream yesterday, says Havoc. Cool. That's awesome. It's bonus that it's owned by Microsoft. Yeah, that's a big play there. Definitely. Alrighty then. BBTV Audience Development told you that Facebook is not very good for gaming, but you'd love to hear my take on Facebook gaming. So before I talk about Facebook, I'm not going to talk about Facebook gaming today because I'm not an expert on Facebook gaming yet. I have registered for the Facebook Gaming Partnership Program, and I will be doing Facebook Gaming live streams to that platform, and I'm currently learning the Facebook Gaming Analytics and Creator Studio. So I don't want to speak about Facebook gaming until I'm an expert on the subject. So keep that in mind. There's a reason why it takes me some time to talk about certain topics, because I want to make sure that I know everything about it before I recommend anything to you guys. Hope you guys can respect that. Cool. Here's some more super fascinating data about how dominant Fortnite is. Look at this. Fortnite has 17.6 million hours streamed, and the two games that are closest to Fortnite are PUBG with 3.8 million and League of Legends with 3.5 million. So Fortnite is absolutely destroying all other games in terms of hours streamed. Nothing even comes close right now. This shouldn't come as any surprise to you though, okay? Shouldn't be a surprise to any of you guys. You've tried Twitch at first because there's more options and you're trying to help a streamer out. You don't know about Mixer though. If you're a small streamer, Mixer would be a better opportunity and you'll see why. So the average concurrence per platform is that potential viewership that you can get potential live viewership that you can get when you're streaming on any individual platform. And as I've been talking about for a long time, obviously Twitch has 1 million average concurrent streamer and concurrent viewer by platform. They have 39,000 average streamers streaming on their platform, and 1.1 in 1 million viewers on average on their platform watching live, which is fantastic. YouTube is not shabby though. 15,000 streamers and 300,000 average concurrent viewers on the platform. So keep that in mind, that Twitch's audience is their live audience is roughly 3 times larger than YouTube's. And as you can see, Mixer has 50, is this Mixer right here? I guess this is Mixer. Mixer has more streamers than YouTube on average, which is interesting, but much lower viewership, which is also interesting. And Periscope overall has a much larger viewership than Mixer because Periscope is a more established platform that's integrated with Twitter. So that's something interesting to take a look at. So obviously, like we've been talking about for a long time, Twitch provides the largest opportunity for you to get large concurrent viewerships. However, if you can have a better strategy on YouTube to be discovered, because you don't have to be live to be discovered on YouTube. You can release your live streams and then those streams can be watched as VODs later. Twitch VODs being watched later is not very common. And also YouTube gives you the opportunity to produce videos to be discovered through their platform and to be on the largest platform overall in terms of gaming viewership. YouTube does have 200 million viewers that are viewing gaming content on YouTube, which still makes it the largest platform overall, which still makes it the biggest juggernaut overall in terms of gaming viewership, okay? Cool. Might be a typo on Mixer. I don't think it's a typo. I think Mixer has a lot of people using it right now. And so Mixer's kind of blowing up there. So, but here's the other crazy part here. Tip volume is up 45%. And so from Q2 of last year, so basically from 2017 to 2018, tips went up by 25 million to 36 million in that quarter. So people are giving more and more money to streamers. That's the trend. There were more people streaming, there were more platforms available, there was more money flowing into streaming. So as somebody who's making who's making a business decision about should I be streaming or not, is there more money pouring into that space? The answer is yes. And overall this year, there's gonna be $150 million they project just in tips for live streamers, just flying out during streams, which is really, really interesting. This is really fascinating. So there you go. They're talking about themselves here a bit, but for the first time, Twitch surpassed 1 million average concurrent viewers on their entire platform, which means that Twitch is growing by a significant margin. But here's one of the most interesting pieces for us to talk about today is this line right here. Let me highlight it for you guys. Remember this anytime anybody's talking about which platform's best for small creators or people that are trying to grow. Right here, this bit of information is the most important bit of information in this report. And let me go ahead and link the report to you guys directly here if you guys want to check it out. Let me just grab the link. This is the actual report right here. But Mixer is getting 63% growth in active users, 63%, whereas Twitch and YouTube have 21 and 20% growth respectively. So basically, YouTube and Twitch are growing at the same rate. They're still growing. 20% is not something to laugh at, but Mixer is growing more than 3 times faster. So, like I talked about earlier, where do you want to be as a creator that wants to grow? Okay, what you want to do is you want to select games that have low competition, in high growth and high viewers that are coming in and high interest. That's why I'm always telling you guys, take a look at Google Trends, see where the search volume is. Because if people are searching for a game, that means that there are new viewers who are interested. There's new potential viewers that could discover your channel. The same thing applies for new platforms as well. You want to have new viewers coming into the platform, seeking out new streamers so that you as a new streamer and as somebody who's trying to establish yourself, you have new potential audience that could discover you. Mixer has a 3 times greater opportunity for you to be discovered by new viewers because the platform is growing by 3 times larger than YouTube and Twitch. That's one way to think about it. So Mixer for new streamers, I feel like it presents a significant opportunity. If you have a somewhat small YouTube channel, consider streaming on Mixer and seeing what kind of traction you can get there. At the very least, seriously consider using something like what I'm using, Restream.io, and restreaming to Mixer at the very least. Don't leave Mixer off the table. You could end up discovering that you can get significant traction on Mixer. So when the new eyeballs come in, that's precisely where you want to be. Ali just joined. What's up, Ali? Good to see you on Periscope. What's up, man? We're just talking about some nerdy statistics about which streaming platforms are better. As you know, I obsess about these things. Ali's in chat. If you guys are not familiar with him, I work with him at Broadband TV. We've been working together for years. Havoc to your face says 63% of 15K versus 20% of 1 million seems pretty one-sided. No. So, okay, the point of this is Twitch has a lot more competition. and it is a extremely hard to climb and hierarchical structure on Twitch. And so if there's a lot more competition on Twitch, that means it's a lot more difficult to get to the top. And as you guys know from streaming platforms like Twitch and Mixer, the way that people discover streams is they basically do what I just did. Okay, I am interested in a game. The game I'm interested in watching right now is World of Warcraft. They click the game that they're interested in, and maybe they'll look at the first top 10 streams there. And they'll pick one that looks interesting to them based on the title and the name and maybe like a preview they can see of what they look like, and they click. The same thing is the case on Mixer. Okay, what do I want to watch? I like Smite. I click this game. I'm going to look at the top streams, and then I'm going to select one. However, when there's lower competition, it's easier for you to be one of the top streams here at the top. So when new viewers come in here, when there's a 63% growth in viewership on a platform like this, and you can be one of the top streams relatively easily for a particular game, that means that you can increase your viewership and you can take advantage of this really, really simple curation system that Mixer and Twitch implements. It's a hierarchical system, all right? I might be misspelling hierarchical system here, but we're gonna go ahead and go with it. It's a hierarchical system. And so hierarchical systems mean that if you can be on the top of a hierarchy, then you benefit from being on the top of that hierarchy. With Mixer, you can almost instantly be on the top of the hierarchy if you just stream consistently on Mixer. However, if you go to a platform like Twitch, you cannot be instantly at the top of the hierarchy because the hierarchy is so top heavy. Look at just World of Warcraft, 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. You think you're gonna break through that as a new creator? Whereas if you go to something like Mixer, we can go to another game. Let's go to one of their top games, just to give a fair comparison. Let's just look at PlayerUnknown Battleground. 100, 300, 100. Hold on a second, you're looking at 30s and 20s here. So you can break to the top, and you can get to the top of the hierarchy much more easily to acquire those new viewers that are pouring into this platform. Okay, so that means that Mixer presents a greater opportunity for small streamers and people that are establishing themselves to grow. That's the point I'm making. RW, thank you for joining in. Periscope, good to see you. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'm going through fascinating data here from Streamlabs, releasing platform data across YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, as well as Periscope, so we can determine which streaming platforms are best for gamers. So Relia asks, can YouTube take over Twitch? The question is, can YouTube take over Twitch in a couple years if they're growing at the same rate? And the answer to that question is no. YouTube needs to be growing at a faster rate than Twitch to overtake Twitch. Now, yeah, in terms of like the number of streamers they have or the number of concurrents that they have. If they're growing at the same rate, then basically the gap between Twitch and YouTube will the raw numbers will actually increase because Twitch is currently larger. So if you're growing by 20% quarter over quarter or year over year as Twitch, and you're at currently 1 million versus 20% when you're at 500,000, obviously 20% of 1 million is more, so you're gonna grow faster, right? So if YouTube wants to catch up with Twitch, YouTube needs to have a higher growth rate in order to do so. So GamerTurk says, yeah, from a sheer numbers perspective, but you need to keep in mind your discoverability, and it's not a standalone stat to interpret from. Yeah, so your discoverability is much higher on Mixer than Twitch. Now, overall, I've talked about this so many times, overall as a platform, the discoverability on YouTube far exceeds Periscope, as well as Mixer, as well as Twitch, simply because the search and discovery engine on YouTube is vastly superior to those other platforms. And like I mentioned earlier, you can actually release videos on YouTube, you can actually be searched and found on YouTube, and the suggested algorithm drives over 70% of the traffic on this site, whereas on Twitch and Mixer, it's just a pure who has the most viewers hierarchy system. So YouTube's discoverability still blows away Mixer and Twitch. There's like, and Periscope, there's no comparison. YouTube is vastly superior in terms of discoverability, and no one can make an argument contrary to that. That's just the way that it is. YouTube has always been superior in that regard, and that is a big reason why YouTube has 2 billion viewers watching the platform, 200 million of which on a quarterly basis are watching gaming specifically. Cool. Yeah, I hope to position myself as a big dog on Mixer before it becomes Twitch big, says Havoc. That's a really smart idea. You want to be out ahead of the trends before they end up taking off. But wait, guys, there is way more interesting information that I want to share with you guys, which we can take a look at in this report. So, all right, let's go ahead and scroll down here. There's some pretty interesting stuff here. Here we go. Well, these are statistics of people that are using Streamlabs. So a lot of you guys are asking, should I be using XSplit? Should I be using OBS? Should I be using Streamlabs OBS, which is what I'm using. So here's the actual statistics on which platforms people are using Streamlabs on and the percentages, which is pretty interesting. And obviously Twitch, it's very, very Streamlabs heavy. YouTube is also very Streamlabs heavy, and Mixer and Periscope, there's a tiny sliver there. So there's pretty high adoption on those platforms of that software, which I think is really interesting. I think that products like XSplit are going more specialized for higher end streamers and more customized features. And I think products like OBS, I think, are going to lose a lot of market share to Streamlabs OBS. Because I think Streamlabs OBS offers more functionality within the platform, simply because you can use, and I'll go ahead and pull it up right here and show you guys what I'm talking about, simply because of the functionality of being able to select themes. So you're gonna see some Streamception right now, but being able to select themes here in the theme store of Streamlabs OBS is something that just sets it way apart of all of the other platforms. Just right out the gate as a new streamer, you can go into Streamlabs OBS, you can select a theme for your stream and just look professional at the click of a button. And not to mention, you can have all of your other functionality there, including all of your donations and your stream boss and all of that stuff built into the platform, which is crazy. It just really sets this platform apart of the others. So I think that OBS is going to decline over time, and I think that Streamlabs OBS is going to take a lot of market share from it. And that's my prediction there. I think that XSplit is going to remain in the market, but XSplit is going to have a just niche market moving forward. I think that Streamlabs OBS is poised to be the leading streaming platform moving forward. Themes is a game changer for new streamers. It absolutely is. I highly recommend using the themes. And if you guys are not already using Streamlabs OBS, here is the link, and it is absolutely free. It is great to see you, Gluten Slayer. Let me know your guys' opinion in chat right now. XSplit versus OBS versus Streamlabs OBS. Personally, I'm all in on Streamlabs OBS. I'm all in on it. It's completely free. Right now, it's completely free. I'm sure that they're going to have paid premium features in the future and what have you. They're going to have to make money at some point, right? Great. So let's take a look at this. This is another way of looking at how much live viewership is available on all of these platforms. The purple line here is Twitch, and it's showing the growth of each of these platforms, which is something really important for you guys to check out. So this purple line here is Twitch. It went from 953K to 1.04 million Q1 of this year to Q2. So Twitch does have that growth, over 1 million concurrents on average. YouTube also has significant growth from 272K to 326K. So YouTube definitely is growing. But here's that growth that we were talking about earlier with Mixer, going from 9.5K average concurrents up to 20K. Big growth there. And surprisingly, Periscope is growing too. Periscope is still growing. You gotta show some love to Periscope, man. 94K concurrence up to 115K concurrence. So do not ignore Periscope. And if you want to, do some restreaming to Periscope and to Mixer to make sure you're not missing out on potential audience on those platforms. It's cool to restream to them. You never know. You could break into getting new viewers. And Mixer celebrated its 1 anniversary this year in May, so it's a relatively new platform. And the fact that it's growing this fast, and the fact that it's backed by Microsoft means that it should not be ignored. It really shouldn't be ignored. So these statistics are really encouraging. Streaming is growing. These stats prove that the audience for streaming is growing. So keep that in mind. So as long as it's growing, it's okay. As long as the number of streamers on the platform is growing while the actual viewership is growing, you're good. If the number of streamers on the platform is growing and the number of viewers plateaus, being on that platform is a bad idea. That means that competition's gone up. That means that supply has increased, but demand has not increased. And that means that's a platform that is not smart to be streaming on, and you should move to another platform or consider another platform. Beautiful. So XSplit needs a better creator program, says Tice, or they will lose users ASAP. You were thinking of leaving XSplit, but they created custom things as well. Yeah, I worked with XSplit about 6 or 7 years ago. I created their official tutorial videos for them. There's a great people behind a great company. And I think that they're positioning themselves as a unique, more custom niche streaming platform. And that's kind of the market that they've kind of gone for recently. But XSplit still has a higher quality, it still has a high quality product. You heard that there were issues with Streamlabs OBS recording while streaming. Has that been fixed? I personally have not streamed and recorded at simultaneously using slobs. I've only done streaming separately from recording, so keep that in mind. But the recording functions are pretty flawless. The streaming functions, you guys see I'm restreaming right now. I'm streaming to Restream on Periscope, Mixer, Twitch, and YouTube simultaneously every day, and I rarely have any hiccups or issues. Sometimes it does drop my themes and I have some issues there, but I have actually tweeted at Streamlabs OBS and they've been able to resolve those issues for me quickly, so I have not had issues separately streaming and recording, but doing that simultaneously, I do not have experience with that. Are you able to record multiple channels and slobs like other OBS? Yeah, so the functionality there is not as strong for multi-channel recording. They are adding some of that customizability, but OBS is still stronger for if you want to do custom recordings and you want to break out all of your channels individually and you want to do more hardcore functionality, then OBS is still going to be superior. I know that Streamlabs OBS is working on adding some of those features to their platform though, okay? GamerTurk says, I do hate Restream edits on the top of your description on YouTube streams, which is a part of your YouTube video. You don't have to have that there. So I'll just show you right now. You don't have to have the Restream plug right there in your stream. So let me go ahead and show you what's up. So if you go to your events, this is my dashboard here. If you go to your events and when you're creating a YouTube event and you go ahead and select a completed event, go ahead and create a new event on YouTube and stream to an event on YouTube. And then it'll get rid of the I am streaming using Restream thing, and you don't have to worry about it. So go ahead and reuse your settings of one of your previous events, and this will save some time for you. And then once you actually create the event, and I'm not going to actually show you my stream key because then you guys could stream to my channel and it would be messed up. But once you actually create the event, you'll grab your stream key from this event and your link, and then you're going to bring that into Streamlabs OBS. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add a YouTube event to your slate, and you're going to set it up manually. And then once you do that, you enter your stream URL here as well as your key here, and then you can stream to a YouTube event, not to stream now on YouTube. That's the way that you avoid having it say, hey, I'm streaming using blah, blah, blah. I'm using Restream.io. That's how you prevent that, is by actually using that functionality there. By using the YouTube event setup functionality, you can avoid that Restream kind of plug that happens passively. Cool? Excellent. Glad that we could help there. Echo says, I have regular OBS Studio. Should I switch to Streamlabs OBS? So Streamlabs OBS just makes life a bit more convenient in terms of how you work with your custom, like how you work with your tips and your donos and your stream boss and what have you, because it's all built into Streamlabs OBS. So that would be like the primary advantage of being able to use that platform. You don't have to separately have chat over here and then have your editor right here and then have all of your custom alerts over here. It's all built into one platform and it's all consolidated. So that's why, that's the advantage of using the platform versus using something like Streamlabs OBS where you have to have all of those things open separately. So I'll go full screen here with mine. We'll see how much my streaming likes that. Okay, here's mine full screen. So what you can do, the reason why it's good, so as you can see over here on the left-hand side, so sorry, you're gonna see Streamception right now. It's gonna be kind of weird, but over here on the left-hand side, you can actually see live chat and top chat if you do the chat integration. So it's all built into your editor, which is nice. And then you have your actual scene editor here where I'm at with all of your sources here and all of your scenes here and your mixer here, all in one view, which is really, really cool. And then they also have a live mode here in Streamlabs OBS that you can go to. And what it'll do, as you can see, you can still see your preview down here in the corner. You still get your mixer, you still get your scenes, you still get chat, and you get all of your alerts of donos and what have you in a live feed here, all in just one window. Instead of having to open that up into a million different windows, it's all just in one window, which makes it more convenient, basically. And then if you're looking to edit with Streamlabs OBS any of your stuff, you can go to your dashboard while you're streaming. I mean, as you can see, I'm streaming right now. And then you can go through and you can edit your events, you can edit your jar, you can edit your stream labels, all of your different stuff, your goals, all that stuff while you're streaming, which is super sick. So the whole point is all of this stuff here, I'm gonna move this out of the way so we can... Oh God, you didn't see any of that, did you? Ah! You guys didn't actually see any of that. Now you can see that stuff, sorry. Dang it. You didn't see what's going on, it was in the wrong scene. Dang it. All right, let me show you again. So here in Streamlabs OBS, here's the chat on the side. Here, sorry, I was looking at Streamlabs. You have chat over here on the side. You have your mixer, you have your sources, and you have all of your scenes right here, all built within the software. Sorry, get some Streamception here. And of course, you can see what you're actually streaming here in this area, which is really convenient. And then when you go into live, this is what I was trying to show you guys earlier. When you go into live, you can then see all of the donos that you have here in this top section. You can still see a video preview of yourself. You can still adjust your audio settings. You can still go and edit each of your scenes, and you still have chat all within one window right here. That's what I was trying to show you guys earlier. Sorry, I was on the wrong scene, which is totally amazing to have all of this in one window. So this is something that's really, really cool. And then what I was showing you earlier is while you're streaming, you can go to your dashboard right here and you can go play with your stream boss, play with your event list, edit your jar, edit your stream labels, blah, 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 while you're streaming. Or even if while you're streaming, you want to add a new scene, you can go through all of their scenes, all of their widgets, all of that stuff, and you can like shop for them and then install them while you're streaming if you want to add like a cool element to your stream while you're streaming. So Streamlabs OBS provides all of that advantage, which is really, really nice. So that's what I was trying to show you guys. It's an incredibly efficient layout. It's all in one scene. It's pretty sick. I personally, I recommend it. I just flat out recommend it. So just straight up. So if you guys are interested in Streamlabs OBS, I've got a link in my description on YouTube for you guys to check that out. This isn't supposed to be a big Streamlabs advertisement here, but it is the software that I'm using, and we are looking through their data and their report here to understand what's happening on YouTube. Beautiful. So here's a really interesting statistic for you guys to take a look at, to tell you the reality of how many streamers are using these platforms. Let me zoom in. So this is part of that Streamlabs report from earlier. Check this out. So there was this is concurrent streamers by platform right here, right? This is Twitch, this is YouTube, this is Mixer, and this is Periscope. So here's an interesting way to look at this. So not all these platforms are just growing. Some of them are not growing in some regards. So check this out. Twitch went from 36,000 average concurrent streamers, so creators like you on the platform, to 39,000 from Q1 of this year to Q2. YouTube had a massive jump here from 6,000 to 15,000. Do you guys see that growth? That is insane growth. So the growth of streamers concurrently, like how much the platform is being filled out by how many streamers are live all of the time, YouTube made a big jump from Q1 to Q2. Undoubtedly, that was because of the prominence of Fortnite on YouTube platform. All right, and Mixer made a similar jump from 6,000 to 16,000, which is fascinating. But Periscope got a huge downgrade as well, from 3,000 to 1,000. So as you can see, the growth, the bigger growth here in terms of where are creators going to stream, where are the new creators going to stream. Also globally, this is also a part of the global thing. Different time zones will come into a factor here. YouTube and Mixer is where that growth is coming from in terms of where streamers are flocking to right now, which is interesting. Twitch only had a slight uptick because I think they were already on top and they already had a large global streamer base that's already live around the clock on their platform. Gluten Slayer says, does Mixer have so many because people are just streaming from their Xbox? That's a great question. So here's what I have to say about that. It is just as easy to stream to Twitch from your Xbox as it is to stream to Mixer from your Xbox. But obviously Mixer from your Xbox is going to be emphasized there. But Twitch was actually the first platform to do console integration. If you remember, about a year and a half ago, where you could stream directly from your PlayStation 4 and stream directly from your Xbox directly to their platform. And so everybody, and I believe that integration still exists. Now obviously Mixer, the Xbox is going to emphasize streaming to Mixer and the advantage of streaming from your Xbox to Mixer moving forward. So that gives them a strategic advantage over Twitch and over Google, over YouTube essentially, because they actually have a console that they own that can help push traffic to their platform. Unfortunately, their console is losing the current console wars in terms of popularity, but I think that that is a strategic advantage moving forward. So let's say that the next generation of Xbox ends up being king, and Xbox, whatever the next one is called, is going to be king. And it's going to be, you know, in the pole position like PlayStation 4 is. We'll call it Xbox Next. Then what they could do with that new next-gen hardware is they could build the system from the ground up to be a Mixer streaming machine. And they could build official peripherals and hardware to make it super easy to do super high-quality live streams on Mixer. So if I was Microsoft, that's what I would be thinking about. I would be thinking about building Xbox Next, whatever it's called, to be a streaming machine. To build the next version of Kinect to be a great, like the best webcam for streamers to use. To build a super high quality mass production headset that people can wear that's plugged into your controller, that's high quality for broadcasting. That's what I would be thinking about. I would be thinking about reserving some of your video processing hardware and your encoding hardware so that you can do gangster 1080p 60 FPS live streams directly from your Xbox to Mixer and building that into the package, and then creating an affordable Mixer streaming bundle for the next generation of Xbox. That's what I would be thinking about if I was Microsoft. That's good. That could blow Mixer the F up. That's the kind of like strategic thinking that I hope that Microsoft has, because they can use that hardware advantage that they have, Gluten Slayer. Like I think that's where your thinking is coming from. You can use that hardware advantage that they have and that integration that they have to exceed their competitors on Twitch and on YouTube. I think that could be really, really huge. I think if they do that, it could really set them apart. It could really blow them up. Think about it, but the streamer bundle, like so many streamers don't know what they're doing. So many streamers don't know what hardware to buy. What if instead of, you know, for your main Xbox, that's $400 or whatever, you can buy, you know, the Xbox streaming bundle. You can go, hey mom, I want to buy the Xbox streaming bundle. It's $550. And you can say, look, mom, it's got everything I need to stream and to be successful. It's got the headset, it's got the Kinect, maybe it's got a couple lights built in, something like that, right? Plus your Xbox. Seriously, that could be a sick hardware package that could really set Mixer apart and really bring it to the forefront. Just an idea. But we have more fascinating data to go over. Are you guys enjoying this? I nerd out over this data. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this finding out these insights. These aren't just opinions about which platforms are doing well and which platforms are going or growing. These are facts. Facts. Cheers to all of you. Is there a limit to the number of scenes you have in Streamlabs OBS? No, there's not. There's no limit. Yep. Are there any scenes that you can play vertical phone games with in Streamlabs OBS? You can make your own scenes. So this one right here, hold on. Here, I'll just manually click on it. I've got a scene right here that I created to play if my phone was hooked up. I made my own scene in Streamlabs OBS that you can use so that I can play games here. So you can just make your own scene in Streamlabs OBS and use the different elements. I've got this vertical phone scene right here, and then I've got a horizontal phone scene right over here where this would be full screen my phone. So you can make your own relatively easily and then use like Streamlabs alerts and stuff like that and chat and what have you to build these scenes out a bit more. So it's pretty easy to do. But is Fortnite the game of the decade? Infinity Soccer says, can I shout out your name? Infinity Soccer, Infinity Soccer, Infinity Soccer. What's up, Abdullah Smash? Super celebrity Abdullah Smash, Nintendo. Super celebrity Abdullah Smash is here. Abdullah Smash, sorry, not Abdullah. Abdullah Smash. Abdullah? Where'd I get that? Anyway, it's great to see you here. Beautiful. So Fortnite, is it the game of the decade? What do you guys think? Is Fortnite the game of the decade? Say yes or no in chat and let me know why you think it is the game of the decade or not. Or perhaps is Call of Duty Blackout going to be the game of the decade? But here is that mind-blowing statistic that I wanted to tell you guys earlier. Mr. Alcifer, holy moly. Dropping meow in chat. Holy moly, haven't seen that name in a very long time. Abdullah. My name is Abdullah. But, okay, check this out. Fortnite is dominating live stream. That's not anything that's any sort of news to you guys. But check this out. 1 million streamers in Q1. 2.2 million unique streamers playing Fortnite right now. 2.2 million people are streaming this game. So if any of you guys are asking, should I should I live stream Fortnite? No. Don't do it. Oh my god, don't do it. You're competing against 2.2 million people. Let's take it to the whiteboard. This is you. This is you right here. This is you. No, that's not even you. This is you. And then here are 2.2 million people. Every freaking where. 2.2 million. It's probably going to be 3 million the next quarter if this keeps up. That's you. How are you going to get noticed over here? All right? You aren't going to get noticed. Do not stream Fortnite. Do not stream Fortnite. Now, the only way that you can stream Fortnite is if you are doing something incredibly unique when you're streaming Fortnite, okay? And what I'm talking about is doing cosplay or doing music or doing something incredibly unique, playing drunk, doing some sort of bit, some sort of gimmick. You have to be thinking about, how can I get attention over 2.2 million people that you're competing directly against? You need to be unique in order to do that, okay? So it's the unique appeal. You aren't gonna be the best at the game. You probably aren't gonna bring the newest stuff to the game. You might come up with something unique. Certainly doing challenge content could help you break through. And educational content, ooh, it's real thin right now. There's so much educational content out there for Fortnite. So I think the only way to break through in Fortnite right now is to do unique stuff. Doing music, doing dances, doing cosplay, doing twists, doing mashups between Fortnite and other IPs. Thanos plays Fortnite, Spider-Man plays Fortnite. Doing things that are unique and draw attention to you. That's the way to get through. So here we go. Here's some opinions in chat. Is Fortnite the game of the century? Showtime says it is the game of the century. Keep up the good work, dude, says Abdullah Smash. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. 1 million subs. Good to see you. No, it's just an adaptation of Battle Royale with a money-hungry company behind it. Dang. That's quite the opinion. Play Save the World for a chance. Maybe. Save the World's a great alternative to Fortnite Battle Royale. All right, fair enough. Do I play PUBG Mobile? I have played PUBG Mobile. I like PUBG Mobile. A lot of my clients play PUBG Mobile. So if you guys are interested in getting me to coach you, here's a link in chat to all of you guys. I do provide coaching services through Patreon. And a bunch of the people in chat right now, I'm coaching them right now on how to grow their YouTube channel. But let's talk about the other games. PUBG. How well is PUBG doing in comparison to Fortnite? Let's look at the facts. All right. Fortnite had 17.6 million hours streamed. PUBG only had 3.8 million hours streamed. That's the difference between the number 1 and number 2 in this category. Fortnite is absolutely just a slobber knocker, killing PUBG right now. 400,000 unique streamers were streaming PUBG, as opposed to 2.2 million people streaming Fortnite. So PUBG obviously is a distant second place, but that's not a shabby thing to have 400,000 people streaming your game, okay? So that doesn't mean PUBG's dead. And we've talked about this on the channel before, PUBG Mobile is way more popular than Fortnite Mobile. So if you're a mobile gamer and you're looking to do mobile live streaming, there is a bigger opportunity to stream mobile PUBG than to stream mobile Fortnite, because mobile PUBG is a unique product versus mobile Fortnite, which is just a harder to play version of regular Fortnite. So there is a mobile opportunity there for PUBG for sure. So there's definitely a market opportunity. But here's an interesting thing, and this was interesting to me as someone who works with a team on one of the biggest Overwatch channels on YouTube right now, the main TGN Overwatch channel. This one right here. But it's talking about the popularity of Overwatch, and because as you guys know, Overwatch was Game of the Year, and Overwatch was kind of the darling game 2 years ago, and it was the mega juggernaut. So how is it doing in comparison to these other games? And they asked Blizzard in their last report, and it looked like it was they were 4th place in comparison to these Battle Royale games, which is not bad. Considering this mega super ultra trend right now, the #1 esports title, Overwatch, had 300,000 unique streamers streaming it here in Q2, which is not bad, right? Having 300,000 people stream you is great. 2.2 million hours streamed However, they are going to have that new distribution coming up soon. You guys are familiar with Overwatch League. They've got ESPN coming in the game, Disney TV channels, Overwatch League on cable TV, so they aren't entirely relying on streamers covering their game to get that distribution out and to get that Overwatch content out. So Overwatch is actually still in a very good position. All the Battle Royale games are obviously on top, but Overwatch is still holding strong, and it is a bit older, and it is still doing well. And I think with that traditional media distribution of ESPN, Disney, TV, and what have you, and that esports angle, I actually think Overwatch is in a great position to continue to be successful for the next 2 to 3 years, at least. Cool? But we need to talk about the money. Where's the money coming from? How well is the money doing for streamers? You guys are these numbers are sick, dude. The amount of money that's pouring into live streaming right now is insane. Look at PUBG Mobile Breakout by Geo. Yeah, by Geo, it's mostly worldwide Geo, for sure, yeah. Like as in international markets, non-English speaking markets, PUBG ended up taking the cup there. Star Wars Force Arena, let's represent Gluten Slayer in chat, Star Wars Force Arena, gangster here. But take a look, here's where the money looks like right now in this report. Tipping volume is at an all-time high for streamers right now. This right here was the end of last year, 26 million. Up to 34 million the first quarter of this year, up to $36 million in tips for streamers. Isn't that insane? So that was a significant growth from Christmas time over to the beginning of the year. I think with the popularity of Fortnite and streaming just explosively growing there, drew more tips in for streamers. Estimated, we talked about this earlier, $150 million in tips alone. I don't think this includes sponsorships and channel memberships and what have you. The amount of money that's available here for streamers to make is totally insane. And this is across all platforms, which is really, really interesting. And here's a really interesting statistic. Are you guys ready for this one? This is the amount of tips by dollar amount. So right here, we have more than $1 tips, more than $10 tips, more than $100 tips, and more than $1,000 tips, and take a look at the growth in each of these categories. As you can see, smaller tips have been growing significantly, but look, there's growth across all of the categories here. $100 tips are growing, even $1,000 plus tips are growing. Pretty sick, huh? $6,500, $1,000 plus tips. So that means that $650,000 were given away in $1,000 tips in the last quarter, which is totally insane. So at all the dollar amounts and all of the levels, the money is there for live streamers to capitalize on to get tips. So there's growth financially as well. It's not just that the audience is growing, the financial element of this is growing as well. So guys, I hope that you found these statistics to be extremely interesting, because I did too. But it paints a very clear picture that Twitch is a clear #1 competitor right now in terms of live streaming. YouTube is a clear #2, and then Mixer is a distant #3, but it is a growing #3. So what can we conclude here? Mr. Beast has donated to $100,000 to streamers in the last year as well. That's pretty cool. Keep in mind, when you see people doing those donation videos and they're like, I donated $10,000 to such and such, keep in mind that a lot of the time, they didn't actually donate that money to them. They ended up coordinating with that live streamer so that they would give the donation to the other live streamer, and that live streamer refunds it back to them. And they do it as a cross promotion between each other and as a gimmick. So keep in mind, most of the time, that's what's happening. Creators, a lot of the time, are not actually giving creators $1,000 or $10,000 or $25,000. They're giving it to them. They're getting a reaction on stream, and then they're refunding it back. It's a bit. It's a way to collaborate between creators that is deceiving audiences into thinking that there was some huge dono. I'd say more times than not, it's refunded and it's pre-planned. I'm not saying that Mr. Beast or whatever in this example is not actually donating money to other streamers, but I'm saying more times than not, it's a fake donation, or it's a pre-planned donation that's being refunded. Keep that in mind. Cool. Did you know that? All right, cool. So what should you do then? Let's go ahead and wrap this up then. What should you do then? Which platform should you be streaming on? What should you focus on? Twitch is something I would say for new streamers, Twitch is not the best platform. It is absolutely not the best platform for new streamers. I would say that people that already have an existing audience that they can drive through social media or through YouTube or through external avenues over to Twitch, Twitch would then be the best option for you if you have an existing audience to drive here so that you can get a leg up on Twitch. Why? Because Twitch is so incredibly competitive. All right? YouTube is the best platform if you want to do a live/video hybrid strategy, then this is going to be the platform for you. And if you want maximum flexibility, YouTube is going to provide you that flexibility, okay? So YouTube has the largest audience, it has the largest search and discovery algorithm, and it actually allows you to stream anywhere between an hour and a half to up to 8 hours and benefit from it. So if you want to be discovered, YouTube is definitely the best platform for creators of all sizes to be discovered right now, simply because the audience is the largest and because the discovery engine is the most superior discovery engine out of all three platforms. New streamers that want to go with a purely streaming platform, or a pure streaming strategy rather, I would recommend Mixer as your primary streaming platform because it is growing by 63% quarter over quarter. We just looked at the numbers. And if you can be a big fish in a small pond on Mixer, and as Mixer as a platform grows, you can grow with it. And if you're a big fish in a small pond, Microsoft could potentially give you proprietary benefits and what have you, and proprietary promotion for supporting their platform, and they could reward you for that. So keep that in mind. New streamers, I highly recommend Mixer. And so where does Periscope fit into the mix? I think that Periscope is a good platform for you to restream to, nothing more than that. That's it for the stream, my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, if you are interested in having me coach you, or if you'd like to support the stream, I have a Patreon and I accept donations. I have not had any new patrons in the last week and a half. And so if you guys are interested in becoming my patron, I've got a $5 level, a $25 level, and $150 level. If you guys are interested in getting advice from me, and if you're interested in getting legendary channel reviews from me, all of that's available here through my Patreon. And if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, I also offer that for $150 per month. I just dropped the link in chat. And I just want to thank all of you guys for coming to the stream today. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all of your support. And I will be here tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time to drop more knowledge bombs on you, to answer more of your questions, and to help you succeed on YouTube. And thank you to everybody who has given me financial support so far. I really appreciate you. Cool? That's it. Have a great day, create some amazing content, and use this knowledge to your advantage. The numbers don't lie. Adios, amigos. Have a great day.